Hello and welcome to From the Desk Of. I'm Tim Moody. I'm the Public Information Officer of the Randolph County School System. I'm here with our Superintendent, Dr. Stephen Gainey. Each month we travel out to one of our schools to share with you the great news that's going on in the Randolph County School System. Today we come to you from Archdale Trinity Middle School. Dr. Gainey, give you a chance to open up the interview by just talking about this great school.
Oh, Tim, this is a great school, great staff, great students. Brian Hodgins, the principal, he's in his second year as the principal here, and just the school just continues to get better, and looking forward to seeing how we continue to move into the future. Again, it's when you come on this campus, you know you're going to see a great staff, you're going to see a great student body, and Brian has done a great job in his 2 years here, so just very excited about where he and the staff members are taking this school.
Well, during these monthly interviews, we always like to recognize great accomplishments, and we can talk about the Battle of the Books champions, March 5th and March 6th. Give you a chance to update us on that.
Well, Tim, Battle of the Books is just it's an annual event, and the kids really get into that event, and staff do a lot of great work in preparing the kids for it. On March the 5th, Northeastern Randolph Middle School won the middle school competition, and on March 6th, Seagrove Elementary School won the elementary school competition. And just want to say thank you to all the staff members involved and congratulate all the kids that were involved. And you know, I went over and watched the competition at both levels, and just really exciting to see the children work as a team, you know, from each school, answering the questions that come to them from a variety of books they've read. And just want to say thank you to everybody. Sheena Creech and her staff with the Media Services Group at Central Office for making the event possible. And also thank you to Randolph Community College and Bob Shackelford and his staff for allowing us to use their facility, which we use every year for this event. So just another great day for our school system, actually 2 great days, and when you have both of those competitions, and just congratulate all the kids for great performances from all the schools.
And speaking of champions, this past Saturday was the annual Randolph County Middle School Volleyball Tournament. We had a team, a middle school, who not only won the regular season and not only won the tournament, but finished the season undefeated, which is rare. I'll let you give a shout out to that school.
Well, I did have an opportunity to attend that. It was the middle school volleyball tournament, and wanted to say congratulations to Randall Middle. They did a great job throughout the year, and like you said, they were undefeated in the regular season, and they won the tournament. So congratulations to Randall Middle School and to the coaches and the students, because it was just a great performance all the way around. And you know, it's always good to see the kids compete. You know, we had the semifinals that morning, then the finals, and they ended a great season with a conference tournament win, and that was just put, you know, a special ending.
So another special recognition is some Scholastic Art Awards that we handed out at our Board of Education meeting this past Monday evening. So tell us about that.
Well, Tim, at the March 18 board meeting, we recognized a student from Providence Grove High School and several from Wheatmore High School who won Scholastic Art Awards, and it was only fitting that we recognized them the other night, because back on March 6th, we kicked off Youth Art Month with a reception at the Randolph Arts Guild. And from at 4 o'clock, we had a display of elementary artwork throughout the school system. And then at 5:30 that day, a reception for high school and middle school artwork was held at the Randolph Arts Guild. And you know, that kind of, you know, coincides with the State Board of Education and State Superintendent Mark Johnson declaring that March is Arts in the Schools Month, or Arts in Our Schools Month. So, you know, my comments the other night at the March 18 meeting, prior to your recognition time when you recognized the students, you know, I used my comments to talk about the arts a little bit, and I just want to emphasize that I don't think people realize the talent level around us every day in our schools. You know, it's easy, we see these kids every day, they're working on their math and their reading and their science, social studies, and the CTE courses, and you know, but sometimes I think we overlook just the unbelievable things going on in the visual arts classes and the music classes, band classes. It's unbelievable the level of talent our students have, and what the talented kids we're around every day. So just want to say a big thank you to all of our arts teachers, whether it be performing arts or visual arts teachers, and just say thank you to our students for letting us share with their talents, and for them sharing their talents with us every year, and us seeing this great artwork such as the Scholastic Art Awards and at the art exhibit we had back on March 6th. And then, you know, I get to go to concerts throughout the school system every year, and I see great chorus concerts and great band concerts, and I just always walk away going, wow, the talent level is unbelievable in this school system.
I've moved from the media center to a classroom here at Archdale Trinity Middle School. Dr. Gainey, I want to talk for just a moment about gifts to our school system. We're certainly blessed to have members of the community who support our schools in so many ways, including financially. In our last interview, we talked about a donation from the Lau family, but what was discussed at the most recent board meeting was how that money is going to be spent. So can you update us on that?
Well, Tim, before I talk about the gift from Ella Lau, I want to just talk about gifts in general to our school system. And it seems like every time I turn around, I kind of say, wow, look what's happened here. Because we have communities all throughout our county, and they're very supportive of individual schools as well as our school system as a whole. And I just am always amazed at the different things community groups are doing for our schools, whether it's providing resources or giving volunteer time. It's just amazing the different things that are happening. But we did receive a gift from Ella B. Lau, and it was an amount of $47,000, and we shared that with the board at the February 18 board meeting. And then on the last board meeting on March 18th, I did share with them what we had used some of that money for. We had used $26,000 of that to replace an elevator motor at Liberty Elementary School. We used another $14,000 of that gift to finish a covered walkway behind Ramsar Elementary School. From the back of Ramsar, there was a part of the walkway was covered to a back building, but part of it was not. We had to do a little bit of drainage work on each side of the walkway as well with that project. And then we've used $7,000 of it towards a air conditioning system at Grace Chapel Elementary School in their gym. So again, just another example of what is a tremendous community that surrounds our school system and supports us. And I can only say thank you, and thank you to Ella B. Lau, for that gift. But also to the many community members who continue to support our school system. And I'll tell you, so sometimes it's resources, sometimes it's volunteer time. All of that makes a huge difference for our kids in the end and for our staff. And so just again, it's like I say, every time I turn around, I'm saying, wow, look what just happened here or there. And it's just amazing to me.
Well, and on that very topic, there's another gift to talk about that was brought out at the board meeting the other evening, and that is a gift from the Hope for You Church. Let you share yet another gift.
Well, this is, another exciting development. The Hope for You Church has been using John Lawrence Elementary School as their meeting place for about a year. Actually, they started meeting there March 2018. I got a chance to speak to the minister, Joe Horrell, a couple weeks ago, and this was after the principal had shared with me, and Principal Anthony Warden had shared with me some of the things the congregation was doing. So to begin with, the church bought over 300 chairs, nice cushioned chairs, to use for their services in the gym. And the total cost of those chairs was $8,200. And when they bought those way back about somewhere in the last year, they told Anthony Warden, now the day that we're no longer here, we're going to leave these chairs for the school to use. So, what a gift. I mean, a tremendous gift. Well, then the minister started talking to Anthony Warden about, we want to do something for your teachers. We appreciate being able to use this facility. We'd like to do some kind of wish list for your teachers. And so it goes, so the story goes, Mr. Warden went to the teachers, got a wish list from each teacher, took it back to the minister. The minister said, well, we'd like to do more than that. So the wish list got expanded to total cost of the wish list for all the teachers was over $10,000.
Wow.
And so I actually attended a service 2 weeks ago, and when they was their 1 year anniversary service, and I want to say it was on March the 10th, and at the end of the service, they had the wish list items for each teacher lined against the walls and each teacher's name on the wall above it. And during the service, they had the items covered up with like a curtain of some kind.
Right.
At the end of the service, and a lot of staff members from the school were there. And at the end of the service, they pulled those little curtains down, and each teacher saw the wish list items that had been purchased. And just, here we are again, another example of what our community does for our school system. And I go to, talking about volunteer time, and you're talking about resources, whether it's buying items for schools or giving financial resources or to the school, but even the simple encouraging our staff, the simple words of encouragement that I get from staff, from community members, and staff members get. I mean, you don't go very many places in this county where somebody doesn't reach out and and thank us for what's going on for kids, or encourage us, or just give that word of encouragement. It's just so powerful. So can't thank you enough to these to Ms. Ella B. Lau. We talked about her gift, and also the Hope for You Church, but also to the community as a whole, because it just is really refreshing, and just makes it a really special place to work and to live.
So again, we're on the campus of Archdale Trinity Middle School, and Dr. Gainey, we want to talk for a moment about a really special program in our school system. It's the Career and College Promise Program. I know it's a program that is near and dear to your heart. I want to give you a chance to talk about that.
But Tim, the Career and College Promise Program is really special. It's a statewide program, and what it does, it allows children who are in junior year in high school or senior year in high school to take college courses at the community college. So our partner is Randolph Community College, and our students have really responded to this program at the high school level. And I want to say a big thank you to the teachers and the counselors and the career development coordinators and principals at the high school level for really promoting this. And I also want to say thank you to the community college staff for welcoming our kids. And what happens is the children get to take these courses, these community college courses, free, no tuition charge. And then we covered our textbook costs. So it's a great opportunity for them to start earning credits towards a college degree, whether it be at the community college or at a four-year university college. And they get to take these courses one of three ways. They can take them online through the community college. They can go to the community college campus and take them. And then here's one that's even, you wouldn't expect this, and I'm so proud of our high school principals and high school staffs for being flexible here as well. The community college instructors have come out to the high school campuses to teach these courses from time to time. And so now you've got some high school students who have maybe a 3-day-a-week course, and the high school staff has to be flexible and figure out what to do the 2 days in between. And the first time I saw it was at Wheatmore High School and then at Providence Grove High School when we tried a course one semester in the fall with one of the schools, and the other high school had it in the spring. It worked well, and it's just kind of grown throughout our system. So again, I want to say to the parents and students, great job. You've really taken advantage of this program. And to give you an example of how much they've taken advantage of this program, during the 14-15 school year, system-wide, our students use 401 seats of this program at the community college. This year, in this year alone, up until this point in the year, the students have used 1,268 seats at the community college in courses. So just want to say thank you to the students for taking advantage of this program and making this program go, and to the parents for encouraging their children to take advantage of it, and also for the school staff, our school staffs, each one of the high schools, for making this an option that's very there for kids and encouraging the kids to use it. And finally, can't forget Dr. Shackelford and his staff, because they welcomed our kids with open arms, and our kids have always seemed comfortable. Anytime they interact with the community college, our staff and our kids have always seemed comfortable interacting with the staff at Randolph Community College. So it's been a win-win for everybody.
So speaking of Randolph Community College, of course we have the relationship with them through the Randolph Early College High School, and we have an agreement that was brought out at the board meeting this past Monday evening. Give you a chance to talk about that.
Well, Tim, at the March 18 board meeting, we discussed our renewal of the Cooperative Innovative High School Agreement that we have with the state of North Carolina. And that agreement is what makes possible the Randolph Early College High School and the partnership between Randolph Community College and the Early College High School. And I first want to just say congratulations and thank you to the two previous superintendents and their staffs for the development of that project and carrying through with that project, because the Randolph Early College High School is absolutely a special place. Every year it performs very well. The kids always leave that school with great opportunities for their futures. And I just want to say thank you to those staff members who dreamed about that project and carried it through, because it's been a great thing for our school system. But what that agreement allows is this. We just talked about Career and College Promise, and under that program, you cannot take the community college classes until you're a junior or senior. But with the Cooperative Innovative High School Agreement, the students at the early college can take the community college classes as early as 9th grade. It also allows children to stay for a 13th grade if they so choose to finish the associate's degree while they're still in the early college high school. So Well, the early college has just been just a shining star for our school system, and in some ways, in many ways, has led us to change maybe some of the instructional practices we use on other campuses, and it's been great for the kids. I always love going to the end of the year assembly and listening to all the great things these kids have done and all the great futures they have.
So Dr. Gainey, every once in a while we have a story, a special story that really doesn't have anything to do with awards or grades or any special accomplishments. And we had a story like that back on February the 26th when a student at Southwestern Randolph High School named Jacob Colley performed the Heimlich maneuver on a fellow student and saved his life. Just a great, great story. I want to give you a chance just to talk about that.
Well, Tim, when I heard that story, I've been doing this a while now, and I've watched kids at different levels of school, whether it be middle school or high school. I've never worked in elementary school, but I have had both of my children go through elementary school, and you just realize when something like that happens, you realize that there are some great kids out there, and they'll do anything they need to help people. And it just speaks well for the future of our country. We have great people in society, and our students are just continuing to contribute to society, and will continue to contribute to the future of society. And just want to say, a big thank you to Jacob for being the leader he was that day and taking charge of that situation. But he's just one example of 16,000 great kids we have system-wide in our school system, and it just makes me really proud to know that he's in our school system, what he did that day, and also it reinforces my feeling about the kids throughout our school system.
So changing directions for just a moment, we've talked quite a bit in this interview about our board meeting from this past Monday evening, and there was one really special announcement, a personnel announcement from Monday evening. I'll give you a chance to share that with the community.
Well, Tim, there was a very special announcement Monday night at the board meeting. Andrea Haynes was appointed to be the Assistant Superintendent for Human Resources effective July 1. She'll be replacing Amy Walker, who's currently in that role, but is retiring at the end of June. Very excited for Andrea. Andrea has been a principal, 2 different schools in our school system, been an assistant principal. She has 20 years of experience in our school system. She loves our school system, and she's very excited about this opportunity, and I am too. She spent the last 4 years as Director of Human Resources, and one thing that's been very exciting for me is to watch people grow through the school system. When I came here 6 years ago, I wanted our school system to keep getting better. I also wanted to see people grow and have opportunities to advance through the system, and this is another example of that, and just excited for Andrea, excited for our school system, very excited for the level of respect that Andrea has for our school system, and as she said many times, to me, how much she loves our school system. That's very important when you start putting people in leadership positions throughout our school system, whether it be assistant principal, central office positions, and you're running school cafeterias, transportation departments. When you put people in those positions, maintenance department, you got to have people who love the school system, and she clearly loves our school system. So I'm excited to see where she takes the Human Resources Department or Human Resources Division from this point forward, starting in July.
All right, so Dr. Gainey, let's wrap it up and give you a chance just to share whatever's on your mind.
Well, one thing's been on my mind for a couple weeks, and there's nothing scientific about it. This is just people. We haven't had a non-student day, since the middle of January. We haven't had any bad weather. We haven't had a teacher work day. We have been in school since the middle of January, and I am so proud of our staff throughout this school system, whether it be classroom teachers, principals, assistant principals, child nutrition staff, maintenance staff. We have been going strong, and I really am so proud of the staff because we had a rough fall, 2 hurricanes and a snowstorm before we ever got to the winter break. But we're coming up on spring break. We're coming up on the teacher work day on March 29. And as I told somebody the other day, what I see, and I'm proud of our kids, they've responded. They have responded. The only non-student days they've had is the weekend. And I really believe we've made up some ground. We lost a lot of instruction in the fall. The high schools did a great job of dealing with that as we went into exams in January. But what I don't see anybody, no one is acting tired or complaining, but I know they're tired. And if they were complaining about being tired, I'd understand, because this has been a long period of time. But I'm just so proud of them. It really reinforces the level of character in this school system. It really reinforces what people in this school system are in this business for. They're in this business to take care of kids and help them have positive futures. And then you look back at the children taking advantage of this. I mean, it's exciting. We've had some exciting events during all this time. You know, we've talked about them on several of our episodes with Randolph Communications, but just want to say thank you to the staff and thank you to the kids and parents. It's been a long winter, but it's been a very productive one, and I appreciate the manner in which they've handled it without any time off, and I'm just glad we hadn't had any winter weather. I'm really shocked we have not had any winter weather in the month of February and March, and even the second half of January and first half of January before that little break we had in the middle of January. But we've made it, and we're going to go into the end of the school year on a positive note and finish as strong as we can.
All right. Well, thank you, Dr. Gainey. And it is the first day of spring, so as you say, we're getting ready to head into that home stretch, and looks like we have avoided the inclement weather, which is always a good thing. So thank you again to you. Thank you to Randolph Communications, to our community members. Thank you again to Archdale Trinity Middle School and Brian Hodgson for allowing us to be here, and we look forward to meeting with you again in April.